Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Black Book, a card-based battling dark RPG that we started up last time. And in last time, we basically went through, I'm assuming, like most of the prologue. I think we're still technically in it. I don't think we got anything saying we were in chapter 1 yet. But, yeah, I'm so far kind of impressed with this one. It has some, like, it's got some like interesting lore bits and about a culture I'm not too familiar with. Plus, I'm a pretty big fan of the art style and music choices so far. But anyways, last time we became a witch. We started learning. We opened the first seal on our black book, which let us open this up and like sort of go through some like the basic combat stuff. There's still more to learn. We'll get into that as we do more combat stuff in a moment. But we do have a visitor waiting for us, and last time we just sort of looked around our little cottage we share with old Igor. And I did actually have to re-go through the last conversation we had.
So, Vasya,
Like the
have you taken well to learning the
why'd I click
mystical
that before I was
arts?
done
Are
speaking?
you curious
Come
enough
on.
to learn some more?
Anyways, we have some more stuff we need to speak to old Igor about that we didn't get to last time. But I did actually have to redo a little bit of dialogue to get back to this point. But basically, Vasilisa here was taken in by old Igor after her parents died, and Igor here taught her magic, or was teaching her magic, and she didn't fully become a Koldun, a witch or magic user of some type, until her betrothed died, and she she's learning magic to try and bring him back to life through this black book. Which stories like this always go well, but we'll have to see. Anyways, if I remember correctly, can
So
I go
how
through
did you
this
become a
again?
Khaldun, grandfather?
We already saw
I
this
was
one,
born in
so I'm just going to
Lithuania,
like
half
sort of
but we
skip through
lived
it.
well. Then one key
Basically,
good
he
pockets.
became
One
a
day
he
so
became a
we met
Koldun
So I
because
well, I'll tell the story of how I became a
yeah
Khaldun
yeah.
later. Ask me tomorrow. It's
Like,
hard to
I think I'm going
remember
to turn
all
down the
these
voice
things in the
volume just a
past.
tiny
You'll
bit.
understand when you're as old as me.
Let's put that to 95. That's probably going to be a little bit better. Anyways, basically, he gave his younger brother to an evil spirit, and then he became a Khaldun to try and make up for it. Basically, what we know of his story so far. But anyways, yeah, we're just gonna go over the Isba, which I believe is our house, and evil spirits, and then we're gonna go try and help some people and like figure out more of the story.
How's our Izba built?
A traditional Russian countryside dwelling.
It was built long ago. Lots of people have lived here since. More than half a
Ooh,
century
encyclopedia
ago, it
entry.
seems. All according to old rituals. You know them by now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we totally know them by now. We totally know everything that you're talking about. Isba. The Isba is a traditional Russian countryside dwelling. They are commonly found in forests, forest steppes, and on the banks of rivers. Usually Isbas are built from conifers. On forest steppes, Isbas are sometimes built from birches, even though this type of tree is rarely used in construction. Ugh. The interior of an Isba is laid out according to tradition. Coins and other offerings to the guardian spirit of the house are placed on a shelf in the red corner. By tradition, the hearth was always placed diagonally to the red corner. Okay, so that's what the red corner is. We saw it there before, but we didn't know what it was. Or at least I didn't know.
But I don't remember who built it. My grandfather, I suppose.
What about evil
How can I
spirits?
recognize evil spirits? How can I know when they're before me?
Simple. You've been to the world of the devil, and now you'll see everything for what it is.
Okay, so now evil spirits would usually be able to deceive us and like make us believe they aren't there, but now that we've seen the underworld, we can see through the deception, I'm assuming?
The only thing is, the darkness will see you too.
Okay, good to know.
Demons and spirits will track you down, And as soon as you glance into the darkness, you'll feel their eyes upon you as well.
I mean, kind of was already doing that before we even became a Khuldoon. Like, as we were getting ready for the ritual, we could see, like, a bunch of eyes staring through the forest at us.
Be strong. Such is our fate. You make your own way.
Okay, thank you, Igor.
No, I have to go, grandfather. We'll talk later.
And, I believe that's everything we looked at. Basically, there's just the stuff going on about the house. We have the red corner there we can't do anything at. And, all the stuff we already looked at. So I think we're good to just get into the visitors. The peasants seek your advice and your help. You cannot continue onward until you hear them all out. Okay, so we have to help people in order to progress. Makes sense. Hello there, friend.
God bless Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fyodorovna.
The last names, I understand, and I can pronounce the first names. Last names are a bit harder here.
God bless.
I come bearing gifts. Some flour for your household. Please, hear me out.
He said he was bringing flour. Did we immediately sell it while he's still here for rubles? Like, I get the idea. We're gonna get paid to help people out and help protect them, and that will progress the story. But how did we get rubles from out of flour immediately?
I won't waste your time. I'll tell you straight away. Something terrible is happening at the mill. We were working in the night when suddenly we heard some strange sounds.
Okay, sounds like...
Then a shadow began to darken in one of the corners. Such a deep blackness. We ran for our lives.
I think one of the little stories we read said something about some sort of... Is this an old story, like, not you, or is this your story? Like, we have the story of a miller who, wasn't giving proper respect to a spirit, and then the, spirit was causing mischief. Is that you, or are you someone else?
You are known for your knowledge in these matters. What should I do now?
During the night shift at the windmill, he heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows. What could be behind such emanations?
Okay. Peasants, spirits, and fiends will all seek your advice and help in affairs of witchery. After all, you are a knower. Okay, so we're not going to be just visited by people. Like okay. Spirits makes me think, like, not evil, maybe mischievous. For the most part, probably not malevolent. And fiends makes me think of demons. Are we going to be helping demons? I know we have demons working for us. It would kind of make sense if we were able to help more intelligent ones. If you answer a knowledge ability question correctly, you will receive an experience reward. Kind of looks like a tooth. Sometimes your answers will influence in-game events. To recognize the correct answers, you will have to carefully study your surroundings and the onomasticon, which you can open at any time from your menu. You can also receive a hint by pressing your knowledge button. However, you will get only half the experience. Okay. During the night shift at the windmill, he heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows. What could be behind such emanations? Okay, so like these stories are going to be really important then. Like these aren't just lore building things. These are things teaching you like, okay, you might need this information. That's really clever. I like that. But any of these? Well, I'm assuming the mill is the one it's specifically leaning towards. It's a very specific story to have. He would tell us stories. One involved a miller that would make offerings. Hey. Threw it at the shadows in the corner of the mill at midnight. And then... Okay. My immediate thought is to say it's demons, just to see. But... Could these be bandits?
Why do you work
Demons.
at night?
Okay, yeah. We got the full experience, which means I think we got it right.
Demons are at work.
Jesus Christ.
Well, how do you think the millstones turn? Not by the wind alone, obviously.
Okay.
It's forbidden to work a windmill after nightfall.
Wish we'd have that information.
But what do we do now? I did everything right when I built it. Please, help me. I have this old item that you might find useful.
You'd better cough it up if we help you.
I have an item I could give you if it will help. Cough it right up.
All right, Vasya. Look into what's going on with that place. The demon there may be of use to us, you know?
I'll find out what's going on with your chort.
Ah. Okay. What did that say you hopped up? Oh, I think I missed a thing. Your goal. Visit your main task location. Oh, and we have our main tasks right here, too. What do we... However, you can't reach it without visiting all the other locations along the way. I'm curious what the thing I missed was. I wasn't paying attention. The game autosaves each time the location changes. You can also save your progress manually, in which case the game will save as soon as you enter a new location. You can open the map by clicking on your present location. Okay. We wish you the best of luck exploring the northern lands of Chert and Uyezd. Okay, so the old windmill is all the way up here, but we have to go through the riverbed, a forest, lake, and near a river to get there. And the main task, deal with the miller's chorts. Your supplicant says that his chorts stopped working the grindstones and started to damage the mill. You have to decide to pay the chorts a visit and set them down the righteous path. Okay. And then we have 50 out of 1,000 experience towards the next thing. That's gonna take a little bit. Level 5, level 3, level 3, level... Okay. Okay. So, we didn't look too hard into any of this stuff. I just know we can't use any of it yet because we don't have skill points. Okay. This is very interesting. I know nothing about the mythology of this region. So it's interesting where, like, demons aren't some, like, malicious thing like they are in, like, other cultures. Like, they're just a thing that exists everywhere. They're a part of life, and they're not purely malicious or malevolent. They're helpful. When they're mistreated, they can be pretty rude, pretty mean. But that's not their
Thank
natural
you.
state.
I was told you wouldn't let me down. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye,
He's
Miller.
not your average miller. Usually they consort with a leshy, but this miller has some chort.
Okay, also known as a Vorsa. Spirits are the masters of forests and sometimes fields and meadows. They control the weather and also animals and... Okay, I think we already read that one before. So the miller has a demon instead of a nature spirit, which is uncommon, it looks like. Okay.
Well, I'll study these seals while you're off dealing with the mill. And to make your trip a bit easier, take this herb. It is called an Adam's head.
I know, we already
It
have
will
a few of
heal you
them.
up if anything goes sideways.
Thank you, I believe we already have 2, though.
Time
I didn't
for
know
you
the
to be
introduction.
on your way. Evil spirits won't quell themselves.
Okay, Igor.
Well, you get all that? Wanna ask anything else?
No? I think I'm good. Oh, we actually have new stuff.
Where
Windmill.
do I find this windmill?
Don't you remember the one
Oops.
to the north of Vilgord?
Yes.
The devil haunts that place at night, people say. Go there and be back home by sunrise. We have much to do.
Okay, so dealing with the demon on a windmill. That's our next
How do I
goal.
use the herbs anyway?
Eat them?
Well, it's quite simple. Use them in battle to
Ah,
close
no,
up
that makes
the
more
wound.
sense. I think it takes a little bit to make a salve. I don't think you can just rub a plant on a scratch and it will just go away. I don't think that's how it works. Anyway,
Sorry,
time to go.
grandmother. It's time to go. See you tomorrow.
Ah, wait. One more thing. I've sent a chort to Kusheva village.
Okay.
He must have cursed someone. Go there and fix it. You'll earn some money in process.
Okay. Mouse, come on.
All right, Grandpa.
Okay, so his chort was off doing something and then messed with someone else? Okay. So, our main goal is heading off this way, but if we want to, we can head off this way to Kusheva to deal with the optional. Sure. Mogilevsky's mansion. Not far from Kamgort, a rich peasant named Mogilevsky built his mansion. Set off. We're going this way. Let's do the side quest. Why not?
You stealthily creep by the village houses. At least, you thought you were being stealthy. You hear a familiar voice calling out from one of the windows overhanging the street.
Why are we trying to be so stealthy?
Washer, wait! I have business with you.
Okay.
Hush! We'd better whisper. I've got this neighbor and I hate her guts.
Okay.
So curse her a bit, will you? Use a killer curse or something. Not a strong one. I've got a gift ready for you.
Huh. Huh. This is one of those decisions that's going to give us sins, isn't it? But it will give us money. Huh. Am I going for a really heavy sins run, or am I going to try to be the better person? First the peasant instead. That sounds kind of fun, too. We're gonna do it.
Very well, I'll do it. Just well up by tomorrow, you'll see.
You read a simple curse and take your well-earned reward.
Sure, we're gonna go for a pretty nasty run. Like, if you pay me, I'll do whatever you want. Okay. I didn't think about that one before doing it. I was just like, sure, why not? Kusheva Village. 2 pages. Oh, there's 2 encyclopedia pages here. Okay, that's what it means. A small village to the west of the Kolva. I've been there a couple of times with old Igor when healing some cows. This is a place he sent a chort for a job. And we're off. Say.
You notice a noisy family gathering in front of one of the houses. It's unusual to see an entire family out on the street at this hour. Strange, muffled sounds are coming from inside their house. Falling cutlery, furniture moving around.
I think we found the demon.
Good evening to you, Vasilisa. God himself has sent you to us tonight.
Actually, it was Igor, but okay.
Everything has been turned upside down in our house. The enemy of man is haunting our house. The devil himself is here. Everyone is scared senseless.
How did it manage to get in here? It's no simple matter for a chort to get inside a human dwelling. What did you do yesterday?
We just had some tea. Natalia likes it a lot. She's quite fond of tea. Then we prayed and went to
Okay,
sleep.
new encyclopedia,
and in
babe.
the middle of the night, it all started.
And what's this about? Ritual behavior. Ritual, or behavior reinforced by custom, is inseparable from mythology. It is often believed that specific events are a consequence of one another. For instance, a peasant suffering misfortune after forgetting to cross himself is perceived as being punished for not observing a ritual. This has resulted in all sorts of popular beliefs. Dishes not locked away at night or crossed become a refuge for evil spirits. A sick child, or a changeling, needs to be thrown across the threshold of a house inhabited by spirits who were lured there by the killing of a rooster during its construction. Huh? Across the threshold of a house inhabited by spirits? That's an interesting one. After some time, the underlying reason for a ritual becomes forgotten, leaving behind only the ritual itself. Okay, that's an interesting sounding one.
Tea time turned into a chort invasion. I wonder why these demons appeared in the first place.
Okay, choose the correct answer to get 50. Use a hint to get 25. Well, I mean, you were having tea or bed. I can't go back to what she just said. Did you forget to cross the tableware?
And did you make the sign of the cross over the samovar?
That must be it. We didn't mark the samovar with a cross.
Ah,
You must do this. And please remember next time.
that's not what that said. You must do this every time. Don't forget that.
You're such a great knower, Vasya.
Thank you.
Please, won't you help us? Don't leave us this way.
I will help you. I don't have time for this. We're literally here to do this, Vasya. I will help you.
Very well. I will help you. It's no good sleeping on the street, is it?
Thank you, Vasilisa. Have some milk for you, Johnny.
Once again, random foodstuffs are turning into money.
You come inside the izba. Everything is in complete disarray. The Chorts have certainly had their way here. You make the sign of the cross and take a couple of careful steps deeper inside.
Approaching the Samovar. Considering that has crossed swords, I'm assuming that got in combat,
The demons
so let's
have
explore.
made a mess. They threw the dishes and cooking pots around, but luckily, the brass utensils seem to be intact. The most damaged part is the shrine in the corner. The icon cases are damaged, and the candles are broken.
Wow, the Chort just really was not happy with them, huh? The Red Corner is one of the most important and mystical places in an Isba. We already read about the Red Corner. I'm surprised we didn't get this entry before. It is similar in importance to the hearth since it plays a central role in the home. It is most commonly in the right-hand corner of an Isba, across from the door, even in some northern Russian traditions, where a porch is situated in an unusual manner. Most likely, ancestral idols were once placed atop these shrines. Following the arrival of Christianity, it became home to the icons of the saints. The other name for the Red Corner is Bojnitsa, Bojnitsa, which means a god's place, and it always housed a small icon lamp. The head of the family sat in this corner and oversaw holiday feasts. Additionally, before the funeral, the deceased body of the family head was placed on a table with his head below the red corner. When entering an Isba, a visitor would make the sign of the cross over himself while looking at the red corner, even if there were no icons present. Okay. A very important icon place over here, like a place of protection that's definitely been messed with. So maybe it didn't do as much as it should have.
You approach the overturned samovar. Suddenly, it shakes and starts to move, and red eyes light up the darkened room. A demon is here.
Prepare to fight! Oh, we got two demons. This one's possessing a pot of some sort. Come on. Mouse is being a bit finicky. Samovar's sides. It's gonna get 5 defense. And it's targeting... Okay, it's targeting its buddy. This one is attacking us with the claw. That doesn't seem great. But this is only our second time in combat. What are we doing? We're only getting hit for 5, and we start with 3. So if I use the Vera Hail, gives out a page that contains a status effect to your Zagafar. Status effects usually reduce their value each turn. Carefully choose the right moment and the right place in a Zagafar for pages with status effects. Okay, so that gives us 2 defense, which will block everything. That will heal us once, so I don't think it's necessary. Yarazi. If we're not careful, the pot demon is just going to buff up this demon a whole lot, so I think I'm going to focus on getting rid of this one first. And we're going to be doing exactly 10 damage with the Bless boost, so that should be enough. Yarazi! Gruda! Demon number 1 down. Okay, and it doesn't get... Hey! Rude. Don't you come at us like that. Okay, it's going for another claw, but stronger this time. Can I kill it in 1 turn? We no longer have Bless, it seems like. Let's see. 8 out of 16. It's coming at us with 6. So 1 Urazi, 1 Avdalai, and a cat and a Raba to do 5 damage, and we won't get hit. Okay. Oh, I did still have Bless on, so I guess I was doing extra damage, but not as much. Again, it's coming at us with 5. It's got 11 health left. Can we kill it this turn? If we use the one Avdalai, we'll be able to not get hurt. Waste, guaranteed 3. Let's do Scorch It, Avdalai, Rabbi, guess. That'll do damage over time. Guaranteed 3, and then we'll do 3 next turn. Or 2 next turn, I'm assuming. And we're just going to keep avoiding taking as much damage as possible. Urazi kills it off Rabba just to fill out the spell. Urazi. Okay, and we do get a new page. I wasn't sure if we were only going to get pages by buying new ones, but choose a new page. Any new pages are automatically added to the Black Book. What do we want? Salamanida removes negative status, heals us for 2. This one targets ourselves and makes us stronger. Well-versed gains an extra amplifies stronger for every page of the same color, removes positive status, and does 1 damage. So this heals us and gets rid of debuffs. This attacks and gets rid of buffs on enemies. Okay. Key Tongue does not use word slots of Zagafer. What does that mean? What's a word slot? Does that mean that I could just, like, add it on to the end of a spell? I can't actually look at it from here. I'm gonna take it, because I'm curious what that means. What do we get? 6 rubles and 125 experience. Okay.
The elders of the family bow to you and thank you for helping them. They also give thanks to God for bringing you here. The girl, Axinia, assures you that from now on, every jar in the house will be crossed.
Okay, glad to be of assistance. I'm curious what that means, though. Black Book. Where is it? Key Tongue, right here. Does not use word slots. Orders, keys. What is a word slot? Number of keys in your Zagafer, order pages, key pages. I have no idea. I don't see anything about word slots. Interesting. Anyways, glad to be of assistance. We're going to be on our way then. And we're going to head the old riverbed, I guess. Just going to, like, skip over places we've already... Okay, we do actually pass back through here.
The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses of the foul water. The chilled northern night air is split by dull croaks coming from the swamp.
Draw a circle.
Quickly draw a circle on the soft swamp soil and light the candles. A moment passes, and then another.
Oh.
Finally, a demon appears and lunges at your defensive circle.
Okay, so when we go through a crossroads we've already been to, I suppose we get that option, and if I had chosen something differently, we wouldn't have been attacked, I'm assuming. A chord at the riverbed. Hello there. You're coming at me with a claw. You've got 14 health. I don't think I can kill you in 1 turn. No, Scorch It, Avdelay, Rabba. Do damage to avoid taking damage. Oh wait, I had the extra 3. I didn't need to do that. I could have done extra damage there. And shields go away at the end of the turn. Guaranteed taking 2. Coming at me with 5. If I do that, I'll do an extra 2 damage. That'll get boosted to 6. That will get boosted to 4, which means if I do this, I'll do 10 damage, get 2 defense, and then it's taking 2 guaranteed from waste. So therefore we'll die anyways, and I'm going to be fine. I'm assuming it takes damage, yes, before it attacks. What have we got? Killa, we could get another copy of this. That might be good. Firm. This page remains active for 3 turns and affects other pages. Lock. E.g. well-versed. Example, well-versed. Huh? Oh, okay. So, like, Killa is well-versed, which means it gets extra damage done for every black card. So, Lock will just stay in the key slots, and Killa will do extra damage if I use it during that time. What about Nava here? Painter remains active, and it's well-versed. I'm going to take this one. It's a new one, plus it has some cool effects. 50 experience, 3 rubles. There we go. That was the old riverbed. What have we got now? Let's visit the woods. Could go straight to the forest, but we're going to go to Camgort Woods real quick. Tiny woods to the north of Camgort Village. Beyond them, you can find mushrooms upon mushrooms here. Okay, I'm just going to stop by everywhere, I think.
Standing amidst the black wooden figures, you hear a rustle in the trees. You read the protective spells, but out comes a person, not a demon. An ancient woman dressed in old clothes. It would seem you have come across a beggar.
Okay, hello there.
A witch, a witch.
Hello.
I can smell your kind from a mile away. Can you spare a few coins?
Alms for the poor.
I don't need much to get by. A person is only as good as they are charitable.
Yay, the guilt tripping. Fine, I'll give alms to the
Here you
poor.
are. Don't forget me in your prayers.
Thank you. I'll pray for your lost soul.
Yeah, I figured.
It's dangerous to go alone.
Take this.
Take this, a healing herb.
Called it. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Thank you. 3 Adam's Head, that's what it's called. And hey, we got the extra coins for free anyways. Might as well spend them. Old forest near the Kolva words are hard. There's an old forest near the Kolva River by Begichi Village. It has a master. Every forest does. Off we go! What have we got over here?
Near the forest's edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. Someone has left a bottle of milk and some piragi. Near these gifts is a birch charter. Peasants from Bigichi village are asking the Leshi to take care of their cattle.
We could steal it. That's too mean. We don't want to get on a forest spirit's bad side. I'm not touching that stuff. We're leaving that be.
To leave the sacrifice to the Leshi untouched. This is Bigichi's folk business, not yours.
I said I'm not gonna go full sins. I might take some of the sinful routing, but that's a step too far. Plus, that might get a forest spirit on our back. We might get on the bad side of a forest spirit. I don't want that. Anasherske Ravine. This ravine is famous among Cheridan's herbalists. It is said you can find a lot of good herbs there. Only if you're an expert in this, of course. Sure, why not? Basically gonna go everywhere, just see all we
While
can.
traveling through the woods, you stumble upon a snake's nest. Baby
Aw.
snakes are still inside their eggs. Fortunately, the mother snake does not seem to be around. You make a small wall of stones around the nest and wait for the larger snake to come back. The mother snake soon returns. Seeing the barrier, she fruitlessly tries to get past, but soon leaves.
Why would we do something like that? Wait for the
Some
snake.
time passes, and the snake comes back with a bunch of grass in its mouth. The snake touches the grassy mass to the stone barrier, and the wall instantly collapses. The snake is reunited with its nest. You quickly grab the grass before the snake hides it. It smells of rust. The only noticeable thing about it is the cross shape made by 4 leaves. Fortune has smiled upon you. You have found a break herb, a bundle of aromatic weeds that opens locks and barriers.
Okay, then. So the snake used the snake went and gathered some herbs that can just like break apart stone. Then is this a snake or a forest spirit? This might be a forest spirit, or some forest spirit helped the snake out. I'm not entirely sure, but
You
sure.
take
Thanks for the herb.
and get ready to go on your way.
Eliminates enemy's shield. Okay. Okay, interesting. I feel bad for the snake though. It was separated from its eggs and had no idea why. That was mean. Curved lake on the left bank of the Kolva. They say 2 men drowned in it this year. Maybe quite an unsafe space at night, eh? Wow, words are hard. I have no idea what
On
I
a
even really said.
hillside near Kacheva Lake, you see 2 silhouettes. One is combing the other's long hair. There is something strange in his uneven movements. Something that gives you shivers.
We can read a prayer, come closer, or attack. Or walk around. I'm gonna come closer. I'm not attacking just yet.
It only takes a single step for the demons to notice you. In a blink of an eye, 2 enemies stand before you.
Okay, I figured I was getting into a fight here, but I figured I'd try and say hi first. Hello there. You've got extra eyes. And you're just like the main claw thing we've been seeing. What do you do? Small claw or big claw? Okay, coming at me with 7, which means I'm gonna need 1 Avdalai. Firm, well-versed. Avdalai, Yarazi on you, I guess. And yeah, Kaba. I have to. Avdalai. Yarazi. Rabba. Okay, so doesn't seem like combat's gonna get too well, I say that. We know what's... Let's not use word slots. We get to see what this does, at least. It does give an extra spot. Okay, I was really hoping that's what that does. Firm, well-versed. We're already doing 1 damage to you. So if I do this is firm, well-versed too. Which means I'm doing 4 damage to you already. You're coming at me with 4. I think I'm getting hit here. I'll use Kaba, or Raba. Is that a K or an R? I'm not entirely sure. And then... Waste, or... we use a Urazi on... you. Okay. So we're gonna get hit by... we're gonna get hit for 1. It's gonna be the first time that actually happens. But hey, we're gonna be fine. We have plenty of healing herbs anyways. And we're still gonna be doing that. Okay. Can we kill it right now? We're already doing 2 to it. If we do that, we'll do 7. That'll do 3. We're up to 8. 11, and then we're doing waste. Or... okay, we should have it killed here. Either that or I made a mistake somewheres. What? Okay, apparently I made a mistake somewheres with my mathing. Oh. Use an item's head. Thank you for all my healing spells. Those are extra helpful right now. Sure, just do that. Too bad the Igla's not actually gonna go off. Or yes, it will, actually. And we actually go up to full health before we die. Firmer than stone. Lasts a turn, and it does damage to all enemies. Babushka Spirafimushka. Probably butchered that. Increased the number of keys in the book in the next round by 1. Well versed. So it's going to heal us extra and we can use more keys. Interesting. Or a wall, which is just better than our current shield one because it gets well versed as well. I'm going to go firmer than stone just because it sounds cool.